If you've been following the 90-Day Fiancé franchise for any length of time, you know exactly who Angela Deem is. She's the Georgia grandmother who made her debut back in 2018 and immediately became impossible to ignore. Love her or hate her. And let's be honest, most people fell into the second category. Angela commanded attention with her loud personality, explosive temper, and her relationship with Michael Ilesanmi from Nigeria. But what started as entertaining drama has turned into something much darker. And in 2025, Angela's downfall has reached levels that nobody could have predicted. Things have gotten so bad that her entire reality TV career might be over. Her marriage is destroyed. She's facing potential legal troubles, and the public has completely turned against her. Angela burst onto our screens in 2018 on Before the 90 Days Season 2, already at age 53 getting involved with a 31-year-old man from Nigeria she'd met on Facebook. Right from the start, fans could see major problems. The age gap was huge. Angela was controlling and jealous, and her behavior toward Michael was concerning to say the least. But TLC kept the cameras rolling because drama equals ratings, and Angela knew how to deliver drama. She went through Michael's phone constantly, accused him of cheating without real proof, and had massive public meltdowns in restaurants and at family gatherings. One of the most memorable early moments was when she smashed a cake directly into Michael's face during a fight at a restaurant. Fans were shocked, but they couldn't look away. That was Angela's whole strategy. I'd be so outrageous that people had to keep watching even if they hated what they were seeing. The relationship continued for years, with Angela traveling back and forth to Nigeria while trying to get Michael a visa to come to America. They dealt with multiple visa denials, which Angela blamed on everything except her own behavior. They eventually got married in Nigeria in 2020 after the K-1 visa kept getting rejected, hoping a spousal visa would work better. The wedding was a disaster, with Angela fighting with Michael's family and having emotional breakdowns throughout the ceremony. After the wedding, she returned to the United States alone, leaving Michael behind once again. The whole time, Angela's treatment of Michael got worse. She underwent major weight loss surgery in 2020 and lost over 100 pounds. You're completely transforming her appearance, but instead of bringing them closer, the weight loss made things more toxic. Angela became obsessed with showing off her new body on social media and flirting with other men online, while accusing Michael of being unfaithful whenever he expressed any concern. One of the most disturbing moments came when Angela traveled to Nigeria and thought she found evidence of Michael cheating through WhatsApp groups. She completely lost control, going to where his car was parked and destroying it on camera. She smashed windows, kicked doors, and screamed at the top of her lungs while Michael tried to stop her. When he attempted to intervene, she shoved him against a wall. The whole thing was caught on camera, and it was horrifying to watch. This wasn't entertainment anymore. It was abuse being broadcast on television. Fans started petitions calling for Angela to be removed from the show. A petition from 2021 specifically cited her abusive and illegal behavior toward Michael, and thousands of people signed it. They argued that TLC was giving a platform to someone who was clearly being emotionally, verbally, and physically abusive to their partner. The network faced major criticism, but Angela stayed on the show season after season. She appeared on almost every 90 Day Fiancé spinoff you can imagine, from the original show to Happily Ever After, from Love Games to The Last Resort, from Pillow Talk to Bears All. TLC couldn't seem to let her go despite the mounting evidence of her toxic behavior. There were also disturbing details about Angela's personal life that came to light. Her daughter Scotty had been arrested in 2017 for aggravated child molestation and sodomy involving a minor under 16 years old. Scotty pleaded guilty in 2018 and served 15 months in prison before being released on probation in 2020. Fans questioned how TLC could continue featuring Angela on family-friendly programming when her own household had been involved in such serious criminal activity. On top of that, Angela herself had legal issues. Back in September 2018, right after she first appeared on Before the 90 Days, Angela was arrested for DUI in Montgomery County, Georgia. Police pulled her over for speeding, going 60 miles per hour in a 35-mile-per-hour zone. Officers reported a strong smell of alcohol coming from her vehicle. Angela failed the field sobriety test and then refused further testing. She was charged with driving under the influence, speeding, and driving without a valid license. During the arrest, Angela allegedly called the officer racist and threatened his job. She claimed she feared for her safety while being booked. The whole incident painted a picture of someone who refused to take responsibility for her actions and tried to blame everyone else instead. After years of waiting, Michael's spousal visa was finally approved in late 2023. He arrived in the United States on December 23rd, ready to start his new life with Angela in Georgia. Fans hoped that finally being together in the same country would help their relationship. Maybe the distance had been the problem all along, but they were wrong. Michael lived in Angela's home in Georgia for exactly 2 months. On February 23rd, 2024, he left without his passport or identification documents. Michael contacted the police and told them he feared for his life. He specifically said he did not want Angela to know where he was going. This was the beginning of the end for Angela's story on the show. She posted videos on TikTok crying about Michael's disappearance, acting like she had no idea why he would leave. She threatened to call immigration and have him deported. She even spoiled the entire storyline for Happily Ever After Season 8, which was still airing at the time, by revealing that Michael had left her. Fans were furious that she ruined the show, but they were also relieved that Michael had gotten away from her. In June 2024, Angela filed for annulment, claiming that Michael had committed fraud. She argued that he had only married her to get to the United States and never actually loved her. She wanted the marriage erased as if it had never happened. Michael fought back. In August 2024, he filed his own paperwork asking for divorce instead of annulment. His filing cited cruel treatment and specifically mentioned physical and mental abuse. Michael requested spousal support and a fair division of assets from their time together. He was not going to let Angela control the narrative anymore. Fans rallied around Michael immediately. A GoFundMe campaign to help pay for his legal fees raised over $50,000 in a short time. People who had watched Angela mistreat Michael for years were finally able to do something to help him. The public sympathy had completely shifted away from Angela. The divorce revealed some shocking details about their finances that Angela had been hiding. Throughout the show, Angela had portrayed Michael as completely dependent on her. She made it seem like she was supporting him entirely and he contributed nothing. But court documents showed that Michael had actually sent Angela over $200,000 during their relationship between 2018 and 2023. Angela had been in control of all their joint income from the show and from cameo appearances. Michael had been working and earning money, but Angela controlled everything. She had been lying to viewers the entire time about who was supporting who. Even more disturbing, court documents revealed that Angela had brought a taser with her during a trip to California in January 2024. And after an altercation, Michael told police that Angela had used the taser on him. Angela also admitted in court documents that she destroyed at least one of Michael's cell phones during their relationship and that she went to Nigeria and physically attempted to destroy his vehicle, which we all saw on camera. During the season 8 Tell All, Angela's behavior reached new levels of ridiculous. She presented a 189-page investigator report claiming Michael had been scamming her the entire time. She accused him of running schemes and being the admin of cheating groups. She cried dramatically on camera, but fans noticed the tears looked fake. She stormed off the stage multiple times when other cast members confronted her about her treatment of Michael. The whole thing was embarrassing to watch. One fan wrote that they hated her and that she was disgusting during all the episodes, and they were glad they'd never have to see her again. Another said she was awful from the start, but had some catchy one-liners, so she got some popularity. But the whole storyline went on way too long. Then came the rumors about TLC firing Angela from the franchise. In March 2025, blogger Shabuti reported that TLC was officially done with Angela Deem. The report said she had been banned from the network and would not be appearing in any future seasons. According to the blogger, Angela had spoiled too many storylines on social media, caused too much drama behind the scenes, and her ratings were starting to decline as viewers got tired of her constant aggression. Angela denied being fired and posted on social media hinting that she would be back on the show soon, but her Instagram bio no longer mentioned 90 Day Fiancé. She was not featured in the promotional materials for Happily Ever After Season 9. The evidence suggested that even if she hadn't been officially fired, her time on the franchise was coming to an end. Some sources claimed Angela was still valuable to TLC as a ratings grabber and that the network hadn't completely cut ties with her yet, but it was clear that her role had changed dramatically. She was no longer a main star and was barely being mentioned. Her engagement on social media was dropping with fewer people liking her posts and more people leaving negative comments. In July 2025, Angela introduced a mystery man on her social media accounts. More fans immediately noticed that this new man looked almost identical to Michael with the same build and similar facial features. People started calling him Michael number 2 and making jokes about Angela having a type. The new relationship was mocked relentlessly online. Instead of helping Angela's image, it made her look desperate and stuck in the past. Around the same time, Angela got into a public feud with her friend Jennifer Tandro. The two women had been close for years, but something caused a major falling out. Reports of a physical brawl between them started circulating. Angela was losing friends, losing fans, and losing her grip on the career she had built. Her divorce from Michael remained unresolved throughout 2025, with no finalization announced. Angela posted about feeling lonely without Michael, but she also continued dating and trying to move on. The legal battle dragged on with neither side willing to give up without a fight. Angela has tried to stay relevant by claiming she's returning to reality TV. In March 2025, she posted on TikTok with throwback pictures and a caption saying she was coming soon to TV screens, calling herself the Queen of Reality TV. She's reportedly doing a special with Maury Povich, the talk show where she appeared before her 90-day Fiancé fame. But appearing on another talk show doesn't mean she has a future with TLC. She also gave a cryptic message to Michael through an Access Hollywood interview saying to remember who brought the ratings and that it wasn't him. This seemed like Angela trying to diminish Michael's popularity and suggest he couldn't succeed on television without her. But the reality is that Michael has been thriving since leaving Angela. He's posted updates on social media showing his new life in the United States. He's connected with fans who support him. He's spoken out about the abuse he endured and encouraged other victims to seek help. He's become a symbol of survival and strength for people in toxic relationships. The contrast between where Michael is now and where Angela has ended up could not be more dramatic. In her court filings, Angela has made wild accusations against Michael, claiming he physically abused her and even that he fathered a child with another woman after arriving in the United States. However, these claims have been met with skepticism from fans who watched years of Angela abusing Michael on camera. Court documents show Angela claiming that Michael hit and slapped her and grabbed her wrist so forcefully that her skin was torn and bloody. But fans have pointed out that we have years of footage showing Angela being the aggressor, destroying property, shoving Michael, and admitting to using a taser on him. Angela has also claimed in court documents that some of the scenes on 90 Day Fiancé were scripted, trying to excuse her abusive behavior by saying it was for television. She's denied many of the things we all watched happen on camera by claiming the show was fake. But this strategy hasn't worked because everyone can see through it. The truth is that Angela Deem built her entire reality TV career on being outrageous and shocking. For a while, that strategy worked. She became one of the most recognizable faces in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. She made good money from appearances and cameo videos. She had thousands of fans who tuned in just to see what wild things she would do next. But there is a limit to how much chaos and abuse viewers will tolerate. Eventually, being outrageous stops being entertaining and just becomes disturbing. Angela crossed that line years ago, and she kept going anyway. Now she's dealing with the consequences of her choices, including a failed marriage, a damaged reputation, potential legal troubles, a career that may be over, and the knowledge that the man she claimed to love so much is happier and healthier without her in his life. As Angela faces whatever comes next, whether that's more legal issues, a finalized divorce that costs her dearly, or an attempt to rebuild her image on some other platform, one thing is absolutely clear. The Angela Deem era of 90 Day Fiancé is over. The franchise has moved on. The fans have moved on. Michael has certainly moved on to a better life. And unless Angela makes serious changes in her life and takes real accountability for her abusive behavior, she will be remembered as one of the most controversial and troubling figures in reality TV history. Her downfall has gotten worse throughout 2025, and unless something changes dramatically, it might keep getting worse. She went from being a reality TV star to being someone that nobody wants to see on their screens anymore. That's the price of years of toxic behavior finally catching up with you. The chickens have come home to roost for Angela Deem, and it's not a pretty sight to witness.